Today we look at a character that you might not know, but it is a figure that is definitely one deserving of living on your shelf. Is that how the order words should work? Hitori no Shita. This is a collaboration between Chinese and Japanese animation companies. So you can find this in Chinese or in Japanese, and it ran years ago, but the figures are out now. And I got this thanks to Outcast, which you will have a link down in the description if you are interested in that or any of the other incredible items that are listed on that website. So I want to thank them for sending this over to me for free so that you can look at it with me. And it rhymed. Now, Feng Bao-bao, this is also known as Fuu Houhou in the Japanese version. Very talented, powerful young lady that might be a century old. That's all the information I know. Great fighter. So let's look at this and see what the heck I'm talking about. Why I think this thing is so great. Here's the front of the box. We got some information. We got some shots on the side. Back of the box, we got some information. And this, you might recognize some of these names, especially the Keep Going. I've done a few, or at least 2 figures on this channel from Keep Going, and they make incredible figures. So I'm very excited about this. And soft goods on 112 things, really, that's my jam. I love it. Inside the box, you got a little pamphlet that lets you know some specialty things. I don't know what I'm saying. It's got some information. Look at it. It tells you things are movable. Back the box, it tells you the parts are swappable. Plus, look, it's got a base, a stand. It holds all the accessories, which is my favorite. Beyond when a figure has movable eyeballs. That might be my favorite thing, but a stand base that holds the accessories is huge. And how would I know if I like this thing so much if I'm just now opening it? Well, sometimes when I make a video, I do the intro after my experience. It's rare, but I do it. However, I did take a peek at this thing before I started the video because I was very interested in it. I love soft goods. Plus, look, it reminds me of Marceline. Is anybody else getting that? Like a Marceline vibe? Just saying. So let's start over here. We've got the base, which has a stand. A stand with the base. It's got this claw, which is going to be great for flight poses, action shots, poses. Multiple levels of articulation there. Plus you can tighten the screws, which is going to be great. This is a really nice base already. Plus, when you open this thing, look. They stored it there in the first place, which is great. So I'm a huge fan of this already. There we go. And I think there is at least one other character that is available to at least pre-order, because I think they sent this to me right as pre-orders were ending. I don't know. This is something that has actually popped up in ads for like the last year, and I didn't know anything about it. And then working with Outcast, seeing that it was listed on their site, I was like, oh, yeah, this is definitely something I'm interested in. So I am very thankful that they sent this to me. So let's start over here with the hands. We have this one here, which is just like I don't know, like a kind of a attack stance or like a reaching out to grip kind of hand. I don't know. We have this okay hand, which is great. So we have a left and right of all of these. This flat hand, this kind of like stop motion, and then a gripping hand because there are some weapons in the box. Now the plastic on these are actually, it's actually a pretty soft, pliable thing, so that's probably gonna be good for the weapon hands. We have quite a few things going on here in this set. So we have this, which is this butcher's knife, looks fine. The paint is okay, nothing particularly special or bad. It does exactly what it needs to do. It looks like it's from an animation, but it has a nice gradient there in the silver, which is good. This blade, which she doesn't always use, but maybe when she really feels like she's got to mess some people up, this is going to be it. But this looks good too. Also, if you watch the animation, you know there's a lot of different outfits. I wonder what it was that made them pick this one as the one to go with. Was it like a fan favorite? And we have this bat, which looks fine. Again, the paint's pretty simple. Plus it doesn't quite hit to the edge, but I don't know. I mean, that's, again, like sometimes you put stuff, sometimes I put stuff into the camera and it makes things look way worse than if you're just looking at it like this. Like, this is good enough for me. The shovel looks really good. So we got some nice metal paint there on the top and bottom section, and then it's just flat. So again, it looks like an animation. It's doing what it needs to do. Oh boy. We have this necklace, which I'm sure has a very significant role for this character that I clearly don't know anything about. I think the only way to watch this right now is on Crunchyroll, and I don't want to support Crunchyroll for reasons. We get an alternate hairpiece for the front, which seems to be more like covering her face in like a sad droopy look. We'll find out. And the back of the hair, which is, I don't know. We'll have to mess around, see what the point of these different pieces are. And you know what we'll do is we'll put it on there and we'll find out. Who am I? What is it? I'm such a dumb boy. Man, I'm a man. And we get this face, which is fun. This is like, you know, when in animations, when characters do this like crazy, you know, like that. This is fun. I haven't been able to watch anything other than a few clips, so I don't really know. But I like this stuff. Then you get this one, which is also pretty cool. So I don't know, are they just like reaction faces, or does she like legit change the way she looks? You get this one, which is pretty cool. Nice like reaction face. We got some good coloring with the sticker things or whatever for the eyes. Nice paintwork in the mouth. It's looking real good. We have this one. This kind of, well, you know, I'm sure very character specific. I wish I knew more, but I don't. And this one, which is eyes to the right a bit with the mouth open. This looks also good. And I'm excited to swap these parts around and see what they're all about. Let's look at the main figure. Again, soft goods. That is my jam. I love soft goods. These sneakers also look great. These kind of Chuck Taylor looking things. Fists on by default, and the face that's on by default is this one, just kind of neutral. Looking really good though. Very much a fan. These soft goods look really nice, okay? We got like this pocket on the front that is not functioning, but these on the sides are functioning, which is really cool. And when I messed around with it earlier, oh, even the back pockets are functioning. The articulation is really, really good, even with all these soft goods. So that is very, very nice. Makes me happy, because sometimes you get soft goods on a figure and they kind of get really stuck with the articulation. But this is great. So looks good. It's not too thick, even with the denim, which normally can be. You got this little clasp here, so if for some reason you need to swap things around, you could do that. You got the shirt that's separate. And then again, these shoes look really good. So yeah, this is a great design, very well done. The hair that's on by default is this one with it kind of messed up with the, you know, like the swoop going over the top. So I am curious of what the difference is really between these. Option one, you get this very long hair in the back, and then this is a much shorter hair. So I guess season or timeline something specific, but with this outfit, maybe. The front of the hair, does it work with this other back piece? It doesn't. So the front and back pieces only work as one set each. You can't mix and match. So that's fine. This other hair set also doesn't work with these normal designed faces. So it only works with these kind of extra cartoony generic heads, which makes her look more like a little kid. Shorter hair and this. I don't know. I don't know. Only downside too really is that it allows for articulation, but the hair doesn't really like sit against the body. It's gonna stick out a little bit no matter how you set it up. But so I guess that's pretty cool. I'm just surprised that they had it boxed separately and not just like its own mold on one of the heads. So here's something that I really like about this figure, besides the soft goods, is the fact that the pockets are functional. So if you wanted to, you could certainly pose this thing with hands in pockets, which is great. Look at that. So design-wise, this thing, yes, I'm a huge fan. Even if you don't know the character, you gotta appreciate the soft goods and the execution here. This is really, really nicely done. And then of course, if you like the soft goods, I'm sure you could put it on other figures if you really wanted to. If you don't know who this is, doesn't matter. But let's talk about articulation, because we usually need to do that, don't we? With this long hair, you still get some nice range, because it does kind of, it's like a little bit pliable. Up, not so much. Side to side is good, and there's neck articulation, so you get a lot going on there. Arms, you could do whatever you want with the arms. These are great. You could cross the arms if you wanted to. They go back like perfectly. There's rotation there at the upper part of the arm. Double jointed elbows, which are perfect. And you get a standard ball peg for the wrist. Sometimes words are hard. I say these every single video. Ball peg. So we got some upper body articulation that pretty much goes in any direction you could possibly want, which is crazy. Look at that range, even with soft goods, it's nuts. If you raise the pants just a bit. Yeah, great articulation there. Rotation at the upper part, double jointed knees. and ball pegs for the ankles as well. So this is really, really nice. Huge fan. So there you go. If you are a fan of this animation or you're interested, well, check it out and then get a figure. But let's put the head back on. There you go. There, it's completed. Fantastic, fantastic design. Look, anything that Keep Going puts their name on, I think you gotta keep going with that brand. They're really crushing it. Obviously, this is a collaboration piece with whatever those other names were in Chinese, but this, yeah, stunning. And like I said, this kind of reminds me of Marceline. I would be fine with this kind of like artistic direction choice of doing Adventure Time figures. That'd be really cool. Just get a big hat and a bass guitar. Well, there you have it, folks. If you enjoyed this review and you want to see some more stuff, then click the top link there. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.